Shalom, Brother Yosef. Good to see you. My significant other. Come on in, family. Come on in, come on in. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Sabbath to the Sabbath keepers out there. Yes. Shalom, Sister Pam. Yes. Thank you, sister. I'll let Shem and Apollos know that you said hello. Yes. All right. Let's talk about some stuff. Keep it real with Sistah ChaYah and let's talk. I pray that everyone is well out there. Yes. Let me cut this down just a little bit. Yeah. How is everyone? Welcome to the Melchizedek Network. And I am your Sistah ChaYah. That's right. Want to just have some conversation. So keep it real. Okay. Let's talk with Sistah ChaYah. Because as you saw on my thumbnail, there are things on my mind. And you know, that's what we do here. We keep you informed with everything that's going on. Everything that's going on. If the world is talking about it, then you better believe that Melchizedek Network, we're talking about it too. But just in another way, you know, we're going to give you some scriptures and, you know, some words of the Most High to encourage you, to keep you strong, keep you motivated and encouraged through all of the chaos and the confusion and all the hoopla and all that. So I pray that everyone is well this morning on this Saturday, November 16th. And I know many people are busy getting things together for the weekend and all that, but I had to come on here with my commentary. Let me just say aloha from Maui, Hawaii. It is very early here, you all. It's actually 8:24 a.m. So for some of you, it still may be, you know, in the a.m.s. I think, Sister Pam, you may be in Colorado. Are you like 3 hours ahead of me now or 4? Not sure. But nevertheless, welcome. If you're new to my channel, I am your Sistah ChaYah. That's right. You got me. You got me. Click the like as you come on into my live chat or as you watch this video later. That's all I ask. Just click the like button, share, you know, subscribe. I got some good information over here. That's right. I just did a few lessons. You know, I always try to help my brothers and sisters. That's my goal. Let me see, because I just did a few lessons. Yeah. And if you didn't get a chance to catch them, 4 hours. Okay. So it's just after 12 over there in Colorado. Family, if you're new to my channel, not only do I do the news and keep you updated with the headlines and everything that's going on in the crazy world of Babylon, but I also bring encouragement and some edification out of the Holy Scriptures to all my brothers and sisters. And just recently, just did this lesson right here yesterday. Yes, women can teach and preach the true gospel. That's right. I brought forth this lesson yesterday, you know, because I had a couple of, you know, ego-driven brothers in my live chat. They were like, women, they're not supposed to be in the priesthood. You can't teach and preach, Sistah ChaYah. And I was like, let me show you what was kept out of your Bible. That's right. I'm going to show you in the Holy Scriptures that it says something different. So I just did that one. And also upcoming, I'm going to be doing this lesson right here next week. The God of this world. Many people, they don't understand because they've been blinded. That's right. The God of this world has blinded them. Who is the God of this world? Spoiler alert, it's Satan. And I'm going to show you in scripture how he's been able to just deceive the masses. You know, many people are giving praise and they're like, hey, I want to thank God. You see them all at the Grammy ceremonies and the award shows. Like, I want to thank God. Well, what God are they talking about? Are they speaking of the God of the Bible or someone else? So I'm going to be bringing that forth. So join me. It should be quite entertaining. Also, thank you to all those that watched this video here. You know, it was a message to the LGBTQ community. We love y'all. You all are our brothers and sisters. No need for labels because we're all children of the Most High. But this was a beautiful lesson about do not condemn people. You know, let's just let our light shine and be the example before all people. There's enough condemnation and judgment in this world. And that's what that lesson was all about. So, yeah, check those out if you haven't got a chance. Okay. Before we get started, Sister ChaYah does have her disclaimer. That's right at the bottom. Because, you know, sometimes when you talk about certain topics, AI, they like to get like, you know, funny with you and so forth. So my disclaimer is there. Fair use. That's right. Fair use. Any of the videos and the headlines that I'm using, it's just so that I can bring out awareness to those that are watching. So just wanted to put that out there. Okay, Mr. AI, it's also on the bottom that, you know, the views and opinions expressed in this program, they are those of the speaker. That would be me, Sister ChaYah, and they do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. Okay, that's out of the way. Family, it's time for us to talk. All right. You saw the thumbnail, right? I want to talk to you about this fight last night. Now, I didn't watch it because I'm not a big fan of Demon Flex. You know, I told Brother Joseph I got a whole name for Netflix and all of the foolishness that they, you know, got all our brothers and sisters distracted with. I don't entertain Netflix. I actually don't even subscribe to them. No, you won't be getting my coins. No. But obviously, they got a lot of people's coins on this whole situation right here last night. Yeah. And I want to talk about it because this is Keep It Real. Let's talk with Sister ChaYah. I woke up and I was just reading and checking out some of the footage because yesterday I was talking about this and I was just saying, what a shame. You know, number one, not only is it a distraction. Okay. Those of us that are in the scriptures and, you know, we're purging our word of the Most High daily. We know this is a distraction. But I want to really talk about it just from my point of view and what I saw here. But before I do, I think it's best that I give you a little footage first. Shalom there, blessed by Yah, my sister. Let me give y'all a little footage, you know, because that's what we do here on the Melchizedek. Because this was a hot mess of a show. You know, the world is a theater. How about let's check out some footage from last night.
I'm sure you've heard the news, but did you catch all the jaw-dropping details? Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson? Let's dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight of the century has just shocked the world. Jake Paul, the YouTube sensation turned boxing upstart, faced off against the legendary Mike Tyson in a stunning 8-round match. Paul, at just 27, emerged victorious over the 58-year-old icon by unanimous decision. That's right, David took down Goliath. The fight was nothing short of electric. Pre-fight drama set the stage, with Tyson slapping Paul at the weigh-in, and both fighters exchanging fierce trash talk. The tension was palpable, but once the bell rang, it was all business. Paul's youth and agility were on full display, especially in the second round, where he landed several powerful punches that shook Tyson. Despite Iron Mike's determination to hurt Paul, it was Paul's night. The fight was initially delayed from July due to Tyson's health issues, but the wait was worth it. Even Netflix had its share of drama, with connection issues that were thankfully resolved by the second round. Paul's win improves his professional record to 11-1, a testament to his relentless training and inspiration from the
Tyson requested the 2-minute rounds, wanting to see more action. He just landed the overhand right, testing the beard of Paul early.
everybody was saying.
Oh,
Nice shot by Jake Paul.
Right hand by Paul. That is his most effective.
Landing his jab right there that really knocked Jake back. I think that's his most effective punch of the round. But then we see the right hand grazes Mike Tyson by Jake Paul. That would have been a good shot had it been on the chin. So Mike barely escaped that one.
Through 2 rounds, Jake Paul 12 of 53, 23%. Tyson coming out aggressively. Tyson 7 of 34, 18%. So Tyson is averaging more punches than he did in that fight with McBride.
All right, family, we saw enough. Plus, you know, because Mr. AI is always trying to regulate, can't show you too much. But we saw, or if you haven't maybe heard about the end result, I got some thoughts about this. First of all, it's really a shame that this is entertainment, you know, in the world. People, grown men, fighting, and they're making millions, but that's nothing new. It's nothing new. What I have a problem with, truly, on Keep It Real with Sistah ChaYah, first of all, let's talk about the age difference. Just what is going on here? You have 58-year-old Mike Tyson, who has a legacy of his own and, you know, in his sport. And he's fighting a 27-year-old, okay, who is young enough to be his son. You know, this is just all I want to say. Theater, you know, theater at its best. Foolishness, carnality. I'm upset because, you know, I like Mike Tyson and I've watched the show that he has a few times. I've seen this man. I've heard him. He talks quite intelligent. And I'm surprised by that because as many fights as he's had, you know, a lot of people when they play in those type of sports, they have brain damage, but he's a smart man. I'm wondering what this is about. Is this a humiliation ritual? Is this about getting the bag? Because as I did my research, I mean, I'm shocked at this. I looked online and it said that Tyson's net worth is a mere $10 million. Wait a minute. What happened to all the coins? Mike Tyson is somebody we know that has made like millions and millions of dollars for not only himself, but the puppeteers. And they're saying that he's only worth $10 million. And then they're saying that this Jake Paul, his net worth is $80 million. I mean, when did this exchange happen? When? I'm trying to understand, like, where's all the money? So my question is to you all, was this about, you know, money? Did they come to him with a proposition to get the coins? I mean, at 58 years old, I'm trying to enjoy my grandkids, my family, you know, vacation, eat some good food, just enjoy life, get on the water. I mean, what's really going on? Anybody in the live chat, your comments are welcome here on Keep It Real. Let's talk with Sistah ChaYah. But it's quite disturbing. You know, I'm getting on here early this morning because I'm a little disappointed at how the copper color people of the world are really looking. All these headlines that I'm bringing today, it's just over and over. What's going on, brown people? Yes, copper color. I'm talking to the copper color races today. What is going on with us? Was this a humiliation ritual or something? You know, because I thought Tyson was just chilling. And then he got in this ring. You know, he went 8 rounds. But, man, they're saying that it was really the crowd got the booing in the 7th and 8th round. Like the young guy was putting a whooping on him. And they said it was embarrassing. They was cringing watching it. You know, for those that probably pay, what they charge? Probably $50, $60, $100. What do they charge now for these fights? I'm really curious. Yes, Brother Yosef, he said this was staged to distract, destroy a legacy, and lastly, embarrass. It had to be something of the sort. Probably all the above, Brother Yosef, because I just don't understand what was the necessity of Tyson, you know, getting in the ring when he's already shown what he can do. Even though I'm not a fan of, you know, boxing. My son was doing some amateur boxing before he passed away. And I was just telling him, like, you can't find another hobby, you know. I'm just not impressed with the whole, you know, grown men fighting each other. Like, It's definitely, that's not of the Most High. Definitely not of the Father and what he commands us. What you say, Sister Pam said, plus the money. Yeah. Yeah. It was sad to see. It was sad to read about. That's what I want to say. Because I saw some of the footage and I read, and it's just really sad that it's more, and then he has an impact on the young people. Man, Tyson is very influential when it comes to like the young generation, X and Z. He could be using his time and his experience. He grew up very humbly. He had like a lot of things against him as a child, you know, that he overcame. And it's like, why not use your voice and your testimony to really help? Yeah, Mr. Tyson, I'm talking to you. Why not use your voice and your testimony of what you have overcome to help, you know, young colored men? Yes, the copper color young men, all young men, because they see you as, you know, this gentleman who has accomplished so much. They look up to you. And family, that's the point. If we have people that, you know, they will listen to us, they will take heed to some of the things that we say, we got to make sure that we're using our influence in a way that will help them better themselves. You know, empowerment, betterment of the individual, rather than disgracing ourselves and our legacy. Yeah, sad to see. But hey, that's where things have become. Speaking of disgracing legacy, did y'all hear about this whole situation with Denzel Washington? They've been talking about Denzel a lot. Let me bring up the clip. They've been talking about him, about this new movie coming out, Gladiator. What is it? Is it Gladiator 2? I love the first one. But Denzel is in here and they're talking about him. Let me see if I can pull up the clip for you all, because we're talking about this situation. I'm going to show you. Pull it up. Right there. Yep. They said Denzel Washington says that he had a gay kiss in Gladiator 2, but it was cut. So they cut it from the movie. Why is that, huh? Why did they cut it? And people are like, I can't believe it's Denzel. Denzel he kissed in a movie. You know, these people have to answer to the powers that be. They are puppets of the puppet masters that run Hollywood, entertainment, music, and they're here to entertain us. You know, they were making some comparisons about things, you know, as far as the Roman culture that we're still living in. Yeah, because this is nothing but modern day Roman Empire. And so they were talking about all over social media. They have been talking about Denzel in this kiss. I'm going to show you. Let me get a clip and I'm going to show you, family, what all the fuss is about. Yeah, how about we see what people are talking about? Because some of you may have not heard about this, but Sister ChaYah is going to show you here. Pull up the clip, Sister ChaYah. That everybody's got their fuss about.
A gay kiss was cut from Gladiator 2, and Denzel Washington just explained why. In case you're not up on your history, sex between two men was socially acceptable in ancient Rome, and is actually spoken of and alluded to directly in Gladiator 2. But according to a new interview with Denzel Washington, the movie wouldn't go as far as showing a gay kiss. The queer outlet Gaiety asked Washington straight up, how gay is the Roman Empire? And he said, I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it out. They cut it. I think they got chicken. I kissed a guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet. I killed him about 5 minutes later. It was the kiss of death. Denzel is implying that the kiss is not in the movie because the producers or maybe Ridley Scott weren't comfortable with it. But I'd love to hear Ridley Scott's opinion on this because Denzel's character doesn't have a romantic arc in the movie, so it seems this kiss maybe was more of a power play rather than a romantic one, and so perhaps Scott cut it because it wasn't right tonally speaking.
Family, all I can say is they love this kind of action. Again, what is this right here we're seeing? Is this another one of those humiliation rituals? So the whole world right now is talking about Denzel kissing a man. And on top of that, what's crazy is it's not even in the movie since they took the clip out. But look at all the fuss about it. Yes. Yeah. I think Brother Yosef said, no, thanks. We don't really need to see it. Absolutely. The thing is, you see, look at what I have here on the screen, family. This is what they do. This is a quote from one of the famous Roman poets, Juvenal. Look at what they do to us. Give them bread and circuses, and they will never revolt. I love this quote because it's so accurate. This is what is happening. Give them bread. They're talking about entertainment. Just give them food. Give them like all this unhealthy junk food. Matter of fact, I was watching the last couple of movies I've watched, and I just looked and I saw like all the filth of commercials from Popeyes commercials. Oh, we got a $6 special, KFC, $5 special, Carl's Jr., all this. Give them bread. They're saying, yeah, we can give them junk food. Just keep their bellies full on junk and garbage and feed them all of this entertainment, foolishness. They will never revolt. What does that mean? They're not going to question anything that the leaders do. They're going to be like, Trump is going to make America great again. And that's all I'm concerned about. Yeah. Give them the new Gladiator 2 with Denzel. He's been our hero. Never mind that they're talking about he kissed a man. What, Denzel? Like Denzel is someone that should be looked up to. We should be looking up to our parents. How about the Most High? How about those doing beautiful things in the community to help people? But no, we look up and people have made, an example of somebody like a Denzel who's just been getting rich off making movies like Training Day, and they've set him as the standard for brown folks, Like I said, give them bread and circuses. Give them entertainment. They love to listen to Cat Williams and everybody just tell them about themselves. Just distract them. Meanwhile, while you're distracting them, you got these two. Let me see, can I find them? I'm always talking about these two. Meanwhile, you're distracting them and we got this going on. I keep talking about nobody's paying attention. Let me bring them up here. Anybody got any thoughts? Is it just me this morning? Yeah, no. Is it just me? All I'm saying is it's a hot mess out here. But I want to show y'all something. Of course, because everybody's like, make America great again, and Trump is gonna rescue us. Meanwhile, him and his buddy, Elon Musk, him and his buddy. Oh, they're getting ready for some things. Let's not forget what's really going on. Love the comment right there, Brother Emmanuel. Our society is brainwashed and following the ways of the world. Reprobated minds is a disease. Yeah, it's a cancer. If we can keep our mind on the Most High, things like this wouldn't happen. Best comment of the morning. Thank you, family. Yep, they doing the Roman way. Keep them distracted. Yes, feed them bread and circuses. Oh, they won't pay attention. They won't pay attention. Meanwhile, family, nobody wants to talk about this. Hold on. Yeah, we have a global genocide going on right before us. And you wonder why people are focused on Denzel. Absolutely, Sister Pam. This world is ran by reprobates. Great comment. It's really sad, y'all. We got a global genocide going on. You see it right there. Of course, I would read it out loud, but you know, AI, they're too nosy. So I'm putting it right there for the visual. Yeah, why all of a sudden we have so many people dropping like flies. Dropping like flies. Hola, Sister Eileen. So everybody wants to be distracted with, Diddy, Mike Tyson, Denzel, thinking Trump is going to make America great again. How can America be great again when we have this global genocide going on? Absolutely, brother Emmanuel, because that's truly the fact. It is that's what it is. It's a global. Because did y'all know that over 66% of the world's population had a jabby jab? Over 66%. And as a result, many people are sick right now. Many people are falling away suddenly all over the place, on the sports fields, businesses, at work. I did a report on a headline came out of Arizona a few months ago. Young lady passed away at her desk, and they didn't even find her. Nobody even found this woman. She was there in a cubicle for 4 days before they realized that she had passed away, out of Phoenix, Arizona. This is what's going on out here. And you talking about the zombie apocalypse. It's already happening. It's been happening. We are in a world of zombies. People are the walking dead. Why are they the walking dead? Because they are spiritually. They're spiritually dead. That's what's going on. What does the scripture say? Christ says, let me get it. Because they don't even recognize what is happening in front of them because they're too busy worried about Denzel and Diddy and so forth. As a matter of fact, just because of this Diddy and so forth, what does the scripture say in Exodus 24? There it is right there since I saw it. You must not make for yourselves an idol of any kind or image. And people are making these celebrities the standard. An image, you see there at the bottom is scrolling, of anything in the heaven or the earth or the sea. You must not bow down to them or worship them. But that's what people are doing. That's what people are doing. Worshiping celebrities. Meanwhile, we got this going on. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed. That's right. They perish spiritually. Why? Because of lack of knowledge. They've rejected knowledge. And I will also reject you, says the Most High. This was going on, family. Nobody wants to talk about it. The elephant that's in the room. I bring it out all the time, reminding us this is why we need to be praying for people, because this is what's going on out here. See some comments in the live chat. Yes. Sister Pam said they in La La Land. Sister Arlene said, that's crazy. Yes, 66%. Look at that. 21, 22, 23. And so many young people passing away from all kind of cancers. Let's just say it, cancer right now. And they're calling it turbo cancer because this cancer right now that's eating people up, it's like taking people out like in months. They get it, they get diagnosed, and they out of here. Turbo cancer. Yes. If it's not cancer, it's all kind of heart issues. Yeah. All kind of strokes. All kind of other diseases and viruses. Just tearing up people's immune system. And nobody wants to talk about it. You know, I'm going to stay on top of this. Took my son out. She's always going to continue to be the voice for those that are not here. She's going to be vigilant, outspoken, and an advocate for those that cannot speak right now. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about another reason why people are distracted. And we need to pray for this young man. Somebody please pray for our brother Ray J. Pray for Ray J. Ray J out here. He's spazzing out. This week he had an interview they're talking about with Pastor Jamal Bryant. Yeah, I said it. You know, they talk with their hands. They use hand signs. Yeah, the boule, you know, the jelly jars. They come in all shapes and sizes, colors. Oh, yeah. But they're really puppets working for the wicked ones. And Ray J needs prayer out here because this young man is in danger. He needs intervention. Somebody that loves him, pull him to the side. Pray for him. Brother Ray J, it's time to repent, brother. It's time for many people to repent. We're in that hour. It's a critical hour. Ray J was on this week going off on social media, and they've, you know, been broadcasting it. But I just want to give y'all an update on this young man and what's going on with him. And it's associated with that whole Diddy fiasco. But yeah, he's spazzing out.
Got nothing but love for Pastor Bryant. Shout out to Jamal Bryant. Shout out to Von Alvarez. But if y'all play that interview, somebody getting snatched off the pulpit. Don't play the interview. It's not clear. It was out of bounds. Me and Pastor Bryant need to talk because the way I was treated was dirty and illegal. And I don't like it. And I don't want nobody to play that interview. I don't care if you from the church or not. Like be respectful and do people right. Don't call people out their name and don't make people feel like they're not safe in a place where they thought they were safe. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, we need to work it out. Because if we don't, that's going to be a problem.
Just tried to shoot me and tried to kill me. And you want me to apologize? You.
Family. Ray J needs prayer, and a lot of people need prayer right now. I pray for him because, you know, when people going through this kind of pressure and they're in the public eye the way he is, a lot of times they take themselves out of here. You know, a lot of us, people pass judgment, but the word says we shouldn't be condemning people. Let me get that up here. This is the Melchizedek Network, the network that represents for the King of Kings. Let me see what I got for us. Let me see if I can bring up some encouraging word. Because we like to condemn people. Yes. I'm going to read this to you all, family, while we're looking at people, because we're not here to persecute people. And it says, if you live your life in bitterness towards your enemies, you know, people that have different lifestyles or, you know, people that are right now lost in darkness, it says, which you might perceive are Satan and his followers, then you are not living by the command of God, but your own commandment. For the Lord has commanded you to love your enemies and do good to those that persecute you and hate you. And the Father have commanded you, it says, because you are all his children, and there is no place for hate and pride and disrespect in his kingdom. That's right, brothers and sisters. There's no room for pride and us being self-righteous. Many people are lost, even your celebrities, even those that have found themselves, successful making money in Hollywood. They're deceived. It says, I say unto you, those of the latter days who think in and of yourselves that you are above the laws of man, whether they be the laws of Satan or not, it matters not, for you are subjected to these laws until Yeshua comes, Yeshua the Christ, to set up his laws of righteousness. And if you are keeping the commandments of God in all things, then you shall have the Spirit of God with you. And the Spirit of God shall teach you to love one another and do good to one another, and pray for those who misuse you and abuse you. Pray for those that are lost, right? Pray for people that do you wrong. Pray for those that you got, a grievance with right now. Do not think that the Most High has called you out of Babylon, or look, the world, that he's called you out of the world. He saved you out of the world, that you should isolate yourselves and disregard the rights of others to obey the laws of Satan, if that's what they choose for themselves. For this is not the will of God, but subtle deceptions of Satan that he have used to bind your hearts also and bring you down into captivity. That's why we got to be there for people and come together in unity. For if you are true followers of Christ, then you would let your light shine unto your brothers and your sisters and love them and be an example to them. That's what's important today, brothers and sisters. Those of us that, have come into the light and the goodness of the Most High, we got to be a light to other people that are lost and in darkness right now. A lot of people hopeless. A lot of people just feeling, in disparity right now. A lot of people feeling suicidal thoughts. Yeah. Therefore, love your neighbor and do good to those who are following the plan of Satan. So even if people, are lost, and there it says, not only it says, and creating unhappiness for themselves, because doesn't Brother Ray J look unhappy right now? He does. But it says, do not condemn them. So important. Do not condemn them, but love them, for they shall bring upon themselves their own condemnation, according to that which I have told you. So important, brothers and sisters. A lot of people lost right now, family. A lot of people are lost because of money. Yes. Sister Blessed by Yah says, give us some encouragement, sis. Yeah, family, we're absolutely, sis. We're seeing darkness and people lost all around us, from whether it's a celebrity or just your everyday neighbor. I mean, it's sad that Mike Tyson is out here 58 years old and should be enjoying his family, is out here making a spectacle of himself, and when he could be such a mentor to young men that look up to him, he's out here fighting a young man half his age for what? A bag. Let me see if I got anything else for you, family, because yes, I do actually, because I wrote some notes. So since this is Keep It Real, Let's Talk with Sistah ChaYah. Many of you that are my friends and those that continue to watch my channel, I do ride share here in my free time when I'm not here on YouTube with you all. And something that I had a couple of my passengers over the last few days share with me, and I want to share it with you because I'm hearing so much. One of the things was that I wanted to share was I had a young lady yesterday whose husband has been helping with the recovery over there in North Carolina. North Carolina is one of the states that got seriously impacted and just had catastrophic damage from that last hurricane. And not only was it just a hurricane, but several dams broke that basically that whole area, Asheville, got buried. And so something she was sharing with me, she was saying that the recovery process a lot of people aren't understanding what's going on because so much is not being disclosed in the mainstream media. But she was saying that, you know, of course, the numbers are much higher. It's in the thousands of people that have been, you know, unalived because of the catastrophic situation in North Carolina. But she said that her brother, while doing the recovery, has come along many families that were, you know, at the time, this is right when this happened, they were saying to just let them die because they were stuck. They got, let's just say, buried in the mud. She was saying, this is firsthand testimony of people that have given me information. They were saying that people were buried in the mud, and her brother helping with the recovery, he came along a family that had been buried, and the father, I guess, was the only one that he could rescue in a sense. And the father was saying, just let me stay and let me go ahead and pass away because my family is already gone. The brother was saying that the man was telling him that they had been scratching because they were buried in the mud. His family had been scratching at his leg. And he said several days ago that had stopped, that they stopped scratching at his leg. And he didn't want to go any further. He wanted to be left there. He didn't even want to be rescued because of this trauma that this man has experienced with his whole family being buried by the mud over there in North Carolina. And I was telling my husband, Brother Yosef, about this, you know, that somebody was sharing with me. And we were just saying, can you imagine this man having to live with that type of grief and trauma of his family being swept away and buried alive in mud, and how they were scratching at his leg? This is the realization of what is going on out here, that people are just, you know, becoming desensitized to, because we're hearing so much about these different storms and natural disasters. People really need to ask for forgiveness, repent right now, and really get closer to God. And when I speak of God, I'm talking about the real, true creator, the one and only, the Most High. This is really that hour. We need to be really praying for other people and finding, you know, some compassion within our hearts and empathy towards everybody, people that we encounter. Let's just be a light. You never know what somebody's dealing with. She jumped in my car and she was all frazzled, and she was here in Hawaii because she left North Carolina because her home got destroyed completely, and she's trying to rebuild her life. So that was shared with me, and I wanted to share it with you all because I told her, it reminded me of the things that I heard about from survivors of the fire here in Lahaina and what happened here. And she definitely was a firsthand account to FEMA is not coming to help nobody. The government is not helping people. We got to be helping each other. We have to be the change that we want to see in humanity. We have to be the help that we seek. It all starts with us all coming together in unity, because we're going to need each other to make it through, family. We're going to need it. Devastating. When she told me that, I was like, wow. But something else that someone shared with me from Houston yesterday, a beautiful couple here celebrating the anniversary. We were talking about the last tornado that just came through Houston, Texas, that left a lot of people without power for like up to a month. I know there were people that were out of power for over a month down there in different parts of Texas. And they were just telling me how bad it was. But they were saying that was bad. But they told me what was even worse was the snowstorm that happened a few years ago in Texas. Anybody that's from Texas in the live chat, there was the snowstorm and it brought these freezing temperatures. Pipes were bursting. It was just a few years ago. I think maybe 3 years ago, maybe almost 4. Well, they said that they were in Texas during that time. And the gentleman told me that it was so cold in the houses because the power had went out. He said he left a pot of water on the stove. He said, and I guess by the next morning, he said that pot of water froze into a cube of ice inside of the house. Inside of the house. a pot of water, like an ice cube. A house has to be tremendously cold for something like that to occur. And so that was shared with me. And I was just thinking about the scope of these natural disasters. And I'm saying that to say, family, it is a time to prepare, because many in, those parts of the country, winter is starting. And it's a lot of sinister things being planned for this world during these winter months. So people better start really taking things very serious in regards to these natural disasters. Like I say, everything that's happening is not natural. Some of these things are being orchestrated and manipulated, but nevertheless, they're causing tremendous stress and sorrow among mankind. So I just wanted to share that. All praises, Sister Judy. Yes, anybody got any comments? But these are things people share so much with me. Oh, hi, Chantilly. It's Waffles. Shalom, Waffles, my sister. Thank you for watching my channel. I heard you've been watching me. It's good to see you. And I'm glad that you're well. All praises. Thank you. That's right, family. I use this platform to reach the whole world. I love being in Hawaii. I meet people from all over the world. I was telling Brother Joseph, I don't think there's a country at this point that I have not met someone from and had a good conversation with at this point. I've met people from all over. I got another video I want to share on Keep It Real, Let's Talk. But family, get ready, because we're just seeing so much right now. And there's a lot being planned. Everybody's being distracted from the show. I told y'all it's theater. Remember this skit, you all, that I did? Because I said it's theater going on. Brother Yosef loved this skit. It's time for an honorable mention. The world is a stage. Yes, by yours truly, Sistah ChaYah.
Family, did I not tell y'all that the world is a stage?
That right, G-Money? Yeah, I think G-Money definitely knows something. Yeah, G-Money knows something. You fucked up. You fucked up big time. You're incapable of running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
What? All he gets is a year? Nah, this shit ain't happening. I should have killed you myself, bitch.
See, that's the difference between you and me. Don't get mad, Tito. It's the law. Sucks, huh? Yeah, well, when this is over with, you can come work for me.
Thank you very much, family. By yours truly. I told y'all the world is a stage. I told y'all it was coming. And that's exactly what we've seen, right? This whole selection process. Mr. Elon Musk and all his money, him and Trump and they buddies. Two wings on the same bird. People are going to realize that one day. Two cheeks on the same ass, as I always say. That's what's going on out here, people. Theater. Let's get one more video. Yeah, theater. Why? Because things like this are going on. The CDC giving continuous warnings about, we're seeing measles. We got this, and we're warning y'all. So we want to keep y'all busy with the theater.
Health officials are sounding the alarm about the surge of a highly contagious yet preventable disease, the measles. According to the CDC, global cases of measles surged more than 20% last year. Unfortunately, over 107,000 people have died. Health officials point to falling levels of vaccinations during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. The CDC.
The measles is back. Wow, isn't that interesting, family? I mean, I thought they had a vaccine for the measles. Doesn't seem like these vaccinations, don't seem like those are working too well. Yeah, Well, That's because their stocks are down. Yeah, nobody really wants any injections right now.
Moments after President-elect Trump chose Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Health and Human Services Department, shares for prominent vaccine makers plunged. Moderna dipped as much as 6% at closing after RFK Jr. was nominated. Pfizer fell almost 2%. RFK Jr. has vowed to immediately start studying vaccine safety when he...
The stocks have tumbled, brothers and sisters. I wonder why. Yeah. Stocks have tumbled. Nobody wants any jabby jabs. But these two right here, they have an ultimate plan.
President Donald Trump is all in on Elon Musk.
You know, I'm a person that believes in high IQs, and his is about as high as they get.
The world's richest man betting big on his fellow billionaire and offering up his help to correct the economic direction of the country.
How much do you think we can rip out of this wasted $6.5 trillion Harris-Biden budget?
Well, I think we can do at least $2 trillion.
Yeah!
Musk is making his presence known in Trump world. Sources tell NBC News he's a near constant presence at the Mar-a-Lago Transition HQ.
I can't get him out of here. He just likes this place. And you know,
stay vigilant, family. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. There are some things being staged. This is a time to get your spiritual house in order. There's no such thing as making America great again, because America was never great. It's never been great. That's a lie. That's an illusion. Comments? Yeah. Yep. Interestingly. Yeah. Sister Judy said, everything is preventable. Yes. Brother Yosef was laughing because he loves that skit. Absolutely. One more video as I leave out of Keep It Real. Let's talk with Sister ChaYah. Yes. You know, I always drop the link for you all to have comments. Nobody ever wants to come on stage with me. Is it because I'm such a great presence on stage, people? Yes. Does anybody ever want? Here's the link. I'm always putting it there for you all. If anybody has anything to say. Yes. Right there. Feel free. You can come on. You can come on stage with me. But I wanted to share this because I love this comment. You know, some of you may have seen this lady on social media. What's her name? Jaguar Wright. Oh, she has a lot to say and been exposing a whole lot about the Diddy situation, that whole Diddy fiasco that it's so many are going to get thrown under the bus because they've been doing a lot of dirt, many people behind closed doors. And she's been exposing a lot about it. But I came across a comment that she said about this young artist named Tyler. And I really agreed with what she said here. I just wanted to share it because I thought it was a very good comment on what she says. And I want to share it with you all. Yeah, when I hear somebody speak wisely and some knowledge that can help us, yeah, check out what she says.
I don't believe in what they're doing to her. I don't believe in what they're doing with her. She doesn't look a day over 14 years old. You never see her fully dressed. She's always have. We always have to see her skin. We always have to see her body. I mean, come on, just because she comes from South Africa doesn't mean that every woman from South Africa is running around in loincloth, gyrating her chin and her ass every time you see her. It's like she can't even sing without popping her coochie.
She said it. Yep. I agree. And I've saw this young lady on just like passing on social media. I guess she's like a new singer. She looks extremely young, but it's just like, I agree with her. It's like, why come, you know, anybody, of course, you know, can just be a performer in entertainment, you know, without all that exploitation. Because you can't. It's impossible. The entertainment business is done, y'all. And it should be. It's just over, and it should be. One more thing before I leave. One more video. It should be. That's all it is. And it's an exploitive business. Brother Joseph and I, we saw this morning, wanted to share this with you. And because we're just like wondering, like, where did this come from after about 60 years? But it says that Malcolm X's family, they're suing the FBI and the CIA. What's this about? Yeah, I saw this and I got to give you my comments on this and got to keep it real with you all.
Relatives of the black civil rights leader Malcolm X are suing US law enforcement agencies for complicity in his assassination 6 decades ago. They claim the CIA, the FBI and the New York Police Department were aware of a plot to assassinate him but did nothing to stop it. The family is seeking $100 million in damages. 3 men were convicted over his death, but 2 were exonerated more than 50 years later when the case was re-examined. Raymond Hamlin is a lawyer acting for the family.
So you ask yourself this last question. Why would the government prosecute 2 individuals knowing those individuals had no involvement in the assassination? What was it that our government, that the city was trying to protect?
Our correspondent Rowan Bridge.
Family, I don't know if y'all was paying attention to the clip, but you know, I have some thoughts about this gentleman right here, and I saw him right there at the press conference. Yeah, remember him? Remember when I talked about him about 3 or 4 months ago, how he's always on the scene when, like, he's like Perry Mason. Anytime there is a big lawsuit, and it's got to be big enough for some real coins to get exchanged, you know, because he's there for your civil rights. Yes, Benjamin Krusty the Clown. Oh, he was right there front and center. Notice that they said that this is $100 million lawsuit that the family of Malcolm X is bringing, you know, to the FBI and CIA. My question is, what information, you know, just came out that we already really didn't already assume ourselves? We really know what's going on here. We know that it was like an inside job involving many. But my question is, why is Krusty the Clown always, you know, he's the new Al Sharpton. He's always, yes, all snap, things that make you go, He's always on the scene of every case. It's all about them coins, y'all, or they say, as Diddy would say, it's all about the Benjamins. Because he don't got no more Benjamins. He gonna have to use them for all his defense. But, you know, this is Keep It Real with Sistah ChaYah. I just wanted to mention that Brother Joseph had a comment, looks like about, what was that about? Elon Musk and Trump. He said both of them, one stole all of his businesses. Are we talking about that Trump and Elon Musk? Let me see. Both of them stole all his businesses, and the other failed in business that he created, defaulted on loan after loan after loan, and now he's leading the Americas. That's right. He's leading the whole America. We're gonna make America great again, like he was such a great businessman. Oh yes, but we're gonna make America great again. Family, I'm telling y'all, the world is a stage. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got to say. Thank you, Brother Joseph, for that comment. I'm telling you, family, anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? This is what's going on out here. Stay vigilant. Let's leave with a couple of scriptures as we leave out of here. I'm telling you. That's a great one. Let's leave out with some positivity with all this craziness and foolishness in theater. James 2:8 says, yes, indeed, it's good when you obey the royal law as found in the scriptures. Love your neighbor as yourself. But if you favor some people over the other, you have committed a sin. Yeah, because that's being biased and, you know, prejudice. We got to love all, you know, good, bad. Never repay people evil for evil. Always repay evil with good. That's what we're taught, right? Above all, look at that. Colossians 13:14 and 15 says, above all, clothe yourselves with love, because it's always about love. Even when our brothers and sisters go to the left, even when they're working in corruption, still we got to love them, pray for them. Love, which binds us all together in perfect harmony, and let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your heart, because there's a peace that comes from following Christ. That's right. Let's see. Let's see. Anything else we got? Anything? How about this one to those that are chasing them coins? Like Mr. Potato Head over there. Pride goes before destruction and haughtiness before a fall. Benjamin Crump, you keep chasing them coins. It's better to live humbly with the poor than to share plunder with the proud. Yeah, that's a PSA to Krusty the Clown, because he's always on the scene. Sistah ChaYah said it. All right. Family, I love you. Thank you for joining me for this Keep It Real with Sistah ChaYah. Just some things that I had to get off my chest as we approach these winter months. You know, I'm in Hawaii. You know, I'll be on the beach. Had to throw that in there. But no, seriously, family, prepare. Get your spiritual house in order and your physical house. Get your beans and your rice and your meds and your health items that you need. You know, stock up. Also, stock up for other people. You may have to help your neighbor. Don't just think about yourself when you're going to the store. Think about others and have a plan A, B, or C, you know, and always have a to-go bag ready. You may have to leave your house, you know, because you never know. Just like these people over here in Manhattan, yes, was this 2 days ago? They didn't know they may have to escape because you may have one of these situations.
And take a look at this raging high-rise fire in Manhattan. Flames broke out just before noon at the 44-story building along West 35th Street and Hudson Yards. Now, nearly 80 firefighters and EMS personnel rushed to the scene. Fire crews having to fight the flames through that thick smoke just billowing out of the building. They were able to get those flames under.
Telling you, family, we're seeing fires, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes. Donald Trump and Elon Musk getting together for their ultimate plan. But they think that, you know, some of us aren't paying attention to what they are doing. And Sistah ChaYah, I see everything. I sure do.
I've got one that can see.
You doggone right you do. I see everything. All this theater that is going on. She is seeing it all. Family, y'all be well. I love you all with real love and real respect. Thank you very much. To my brothers and sisters that join me for the live, click the like button, share my channel with others. You know, I do the news over here. I give you some encouragement. I do all the above. I give you some scripture, some lessons. I keep it real with you. I mean, even if you want a story time, I have that too over there in my playlist. Sometimes you just might want somebody to read the word to you. And I have that with story time with Sistah ChaYah. So thank you all for watching. Real love, real respect, peace, love, unity, respect for all people from Maui, Hawaii. I am your Sistah ChaYah. Shalom. Shalom, family. Y'all have a good one, family. Love you all. Mahalo.